Whew. All right, we got the swap going. I'm gonna throw everything at you guys. If you're new here, sub. We're almost there. We're at like 960 and some change. Help me get there. Two-door content for the whole world. Oh yeah, if this is vacuum. So what we're doing, we're swapping a 4L80 in it. This is a 4L60 that I don't care about. 4L80 with the transfer case. Yes, this two-door is four-wheel drive. So what we got here, this 4L80 with the transfer case came out of a 97 3500 pickup that came with a 454. I almost snagged that 454. When I say I was that close. I really wanted it. Anyways, 4L80 transfer case. I'm super stoked. What I've been debating about, what I've been trying to figure out what's going on is this is rumored supposedly been built before. My thought process was to do a 4L80 swap. You need a flywheel, you need redo the harness a little bit. There's a few little things you got to do. My thought process was do that swap, do the swap necessities first, stick it in, see if it works, then spend the money to go get it built. Because the last thing I want to do is spend $2,400 from a local shop over here, put it in, something happens, and then I hurt the transmission. Or what you can do is just stay connected and make friends and network all the time, because I'm gonna send this one to freaking Dallas. When I was moving travel trailers, I met this guy when I picked up his camper, because he sold it and I was taking it to Colorado. That was a nice trip. And what I did is I was talking to him. He was cool. He builds transmissions out of his garage. I was in the middle of doing some 4L60 bullshit with my transmission. He's like, yeah, dude, whatever you want, we could, whatever you're gonna need in the future, let me know. This is what I do. That's his gig. He has contracts with all kinds of different companies and everything. So I'm like, so I hit him up, got to talking to him. He's like, yeah, whatever you want to put into it, whatever parts you want, bring it to me and I'll be able to build it for a smoking deal. So I'm gonna go that route. 4L80, send it off to Dallas. I'm gonna spend a little bit more than half of the money than what some people over here are charging me, and I'm gonna get a pristine unit. I would like to go through it and build it myself. I'm capable of doing it, but when it comes to cost over effectiveness, what I'm gonna be able to get out of it is not really gonna matter, because in order for me to do a bushing, to service the bushings on here, the GM bushing kit for the 4L80 inside the transmissions is a lot of money. The rebuild kit is about, if I get the one from Robestis, it's McLeod Robestis, about $600. So everything said and done with all the parts I'm going to spend into it, I've already paid for essentially a build, and I'd rather just pay someone else to do it in a day or so. Now, don't get me wrong, I would like to build one on my own just to see, if I can do it. But that's where we're at right here with 4L80, four-wheel drive. This is the big one. This is the big one. Now, right here, transfer case. This is a transfer case that came out of that 3500. This is a 243C transfer case. That one over there is a 243C transfer case. I think I got really, really lucky. What most people do with these transfer cases, with their stock transfer case, if you have a GMT 400 platform, is that they take apart theirs, they take apart their input shaft, they swap it, and then they could use their factory transfer case to put up to here. Since I already have this one, and I already have the adapter that bolts up to this hub right here on the 4L80, because you can see here we got 6. On the 4L60, we got 4. So, encoder, speedometer, motor, yoke, everything here everything here is the same. The thing I was debating about why I couldn't sleep last night was, what about the output shaft? Is the output shaft different? This is my stock 2-door drive shaft, and it freaking slips into the freaking yoke. Sus. That was mad sus. So I think with the amount of slack, or because right here, I think about right there is where the stock drive shaft was inserted into the transfer case. And if this thing only, the 4l80E being a little bit longer, if I have to shorten it, I mean, if it goes right there, bro, I don't have to do anything to my freaking drive shaft, which is going to save me a ton of money. I do want to see if this fits and then potentially get it rebalanced somewhere else. That's for another story. Or maybe it's my tires, because I do need new tires. But this whole powertrain right here, this whole shebang, I'm going to end up swapping and put it in there. Oh yeah, look at it. We got this, we got that. I can check the, oh man, I really hope I could freaking take that plug out. That plug doesn't look like it's gonna come out. Anyways, that's where I'm at with that. This is working out better than what I thought I was gonna end up getting into. So put all that together, put that there. What I also got too, since the 4l80 is a bit longer, what I also got was the front drive shaft. Now, this front drive shaft is probably gonna need some work if it doesn't fit. But being that this transfer case is the same part number, the yoke should be the same. So, and again, this here, the front drive shafts are collapsible too. I think I'm gonna be okay. These lines that are here, I don't think I'm gonna use those lines anymore for right now. This is the factory radiator. And then here are the factory fittings for the trans cooler. What I want to do, mainly for safety reason right now for the new transmission, is I don't want to run those. And I'll tell you why right now. These radiators are pretty cheap. I'm gonna see if I can get one without the cooler. Maybe I can get one that's a little bit thicker. Look at all this mess. We got more mess. This honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a 90s GM truck. This stuff only has one home to go to, so it's not like everywhere. And then that's the stock cooler. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fit AN lines on the trans and just run my own external cooler right here in the front. Any kind of material, any debris, anything that's in the original cooler and in that radiator, I do not want to mess with. I don't want to run the risk. I'd rather just run my own right here. These fittings, they can take them out. There's a few different companies that make them. ICT Billet makes a few. Motion Raceworks uses a few of these little lines and kits. Take them out. The rear plug sits a little deeper, and I can make my own standalone, doesn't touch anything, trans cooler. I don't need to have this thing. I'm not towing 14,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds with the freaking Tahoe. All right, I'm just gonna beat it up every now and then. My goal is to get a little utility trailer, and we'll keep it moving from there. So a little cooler would be all that I need, all that I would need for right now. That way I don't have to run the risk of any potential damage, rust, pitting, or anything that's inside of those coolers, which was not the reason for this one failing. This one failed because of a pressure solenoid that went bad and shaking in every gear and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm done. I'm done dealing with that. So yeah, that's what we got. I got to do a few measurements. I got to do a few things to look up online to get ready to have over here to do this. And we're so close to having the built 80. And since I saved a little bit of money with, the trans job, who knows? Maybe I may put a cam. I got the motor sitting out right here. So the only thing I'm gonna do to the motor right now is, well, I found out I need a new distributor. That broke. Well, it didn't really break. I just lifted it up and then it popped off. Is, you know, I need to redo the intake gaskets. Everything else looks fine. I thought like one of the freeze plugs was like out and blocked and leaking, but no, we're good. So I'll clean all this up, make it look all nice and pretty, and go from there. Like I said, I need to get a new flywheel. I don't think I'm gonna need a new bushing or a new pilot for the new torque converter, but I will see. If anyone knows about this, going from a Vortec to a 60 to an 80, about this pilot right here, I think I'm gonna be okay. So I think I'll be all right, but we'll see. So I've got to clean some stuff up here, get the transmission built, get a few of these parts on the way, clean up everything that I got going on in there. And yeah, we're busy. We're gonna be busy every day doing something. So the more I run into something, the more news I find out about something, the more I will let you guys know. And then when I get done, we can go out and hopefully this thing will be done and I have some good sized mud tires on to do some freaking donuts in the snow. That's the goal. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in another one. Two-door Mafia, two-door gang for life. I'll see you guys later. Oh, he gone. Yo, he's gone.